I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Network. We're going to talk about Ron DeSantis. As we know, America's governor has been Disney's worst nightmare. Disney decided to jump in and become very political last year because they tried to get involved in the totally mislabeled Don't Say Gay bill, which is not a Don't Say Gay bill at all. But it's a bill that strictly just says, hey, K through third grade, public school, I don't need all the sexual shit taught to my kids. Disney decided to speak up and get politically involved in that, and Ron DeSantis slapped them across their mouth hole. And one of the things that he did, and this is what Ron does, he looks for a way to hurt you with the pocketbook, okay? And so that's what he's done with Disney. This move, honest to God, led Disney to bring back Robert Iger. Bob Iger was brought back really to try to smooth this over, and it's just not going to matter. It's just not going to matter. DeSantis is about to take control of the Reedy Creek district with this new legislation. This is the Daily Wire. Newly released legislation by Florida Republicans on Monday will allow Governor Ron DeSantis to appoint all 5 leaders of Disney's tax district in Orlando and will officially rename the district. The bill will turn the Reedy Creek Improvement District into the Central Florida Tourism Oversight and will deliver on DeSantis' promise last year to take over the district. DeSantis' office said that the special tax district, which has allowed Disney to govern themselves since 1967, turned the theme park into, quote, an unaccountable corporate kingdom. Florida is dissolving the corporate kingdom and beginning a new era of accountability and transparency. Bravo, DeSantis' office said. These actions ensure state-controlled district accountability to the people instead of corporate-controlled kingdom. DeSantis' office said the legislation permanently eliminates Disney's self-governing status. So no longer are they going to have their own firefighters and their own police force and all this other crap. And they're not going to be able to build a nuclear plant if they chose to do that. They had that right, believe it or not. It imposes a state-controlled term-limited board with members appointed by the governor on Disney and its property. Wow. Allows the state to impose taxes on Disney for possible road projects outside of the district's boundaries. Ensures that Disney pays $700 million in unsecured debt, not Florida taxpayers. Bravo. He's not rolling this back over to the taxpayers. That was one of the leftist arguments that was out there. Took care of that. Provides no control of the district to the leftist local government in Orange County, which threatened to leverage the situation to raise local taxes. Imposes Florida laws so that Disney is no longer given preferential treatment. Prevents Disney from gaining more land by eminent domain. Creates an avenue to compel Disney to contribute to local infrastructure. Not only are you not going to get all these perks, you're going to have to help pay for some shit so people can get into your ridiculously woke parks now. DeSantis' office also released a list of some of the powers that Disney previously had when the governed themselves. Full self-governing status with a Disney-selected board, the ability to build airports and nuclear facilities. I shit you not, that's not a typo. The acquisition of property beyond the district's territory by condemnation and eminent domain. Unilateral boundary changes, no bid procurements of construction contracts, operating standards that varied from Florida statute, exemptions from regulatory reviews and approvals that other companies must navigate. Jeff Val, the president, Walt Disney World Resort, said in a statement that the company was closely watching the legislation and crying behind the scenes. Quote, we are monitoring the progression of the draft legislation, which is complex given the long history of the Reedy Creek Improvement District. Disney works under a number of different models in jurisdictions around the world. Regardless of the outcome, we remain committed to providing the highest quality experience for the millions of guests who visit each year. Now, just because Robert Iger come back, and again, it's rumored that he's going to have this big sit down with Ron DeSantis, it's not going to matter. And in fact, DeSantis or Bob Iger's probably needs to be concerned as a whole, because the one thing that can change everything at Disney is going to be shareholders. Everything. And there's a shareholder out there that is described as what they call a activist shareholder. You might hear activist and immediately think of the crying SJW that we put in a lot of our thumbnails, and that is so famous for throwing a walled-eyed fit when Trump got elected. That's not what we're talking about. This is somebody that is of the interest of making money with their shares, period. And it is somebody out there that this guy he's waging a war on Disney. He's suing Disney. He's going to continue to try to sue Disney, and other shareholders are going to get involved because they want the product changed back to the product it was about 15 years ago. Okay? The product that is not going to have wokeness in the MCU, in Star Wars, all these different IPs. The park is not going to be overrun. Buzz Lightyear's not going to have a bunch of lesbians in it and all that kind of crap, because people are not watching that, and it's causing the company to not be able to maximize the amount of money that it's going to make, which is directly in conflict with shareholders wanting to maximize the money they make. That's why they're shareholders. They bought shares to make all the money possible, and they're not able to do that, and they know that, and now there may end up being legal implications. Some are saying this guy is actually wanting Iger out too. Iger is the one that started a lot of this, along with Kathleen Kennedy. Kevin Feige stayed out of it for years, and then Captain Marvel came along, and we all know what happened there. Oh, this is glorious. I love seeing Disney getting the cattle prod put into the side of their... Oh, get out of my... Oh, there. Yeah, Donald's pissed somewhere. Peace, I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.